Good morning, it's Jim in beautiful Beaverton, Oregon. Today I would like to give you my list of the 5 most useful items to have in the aquaponics system. And before I do that, I would like to show you some photographs that my oldest son and his wife took at various nature reserves within a few miles of here. These are all birds that were taken pictures of. Anyhow, around here we have lots of water. The Columbia River, the Willamette River, the Clackamas River, the various other rivers and lakes and things like that. So, and a lot of it is reserved for wildlife, so it's a good place to take pictures. My son has a whole bunch of other pictures too, but we thought we would concentrate on birds. So anyhow, yeah, it's kind of a funny thing. You wouldn't think about it, but if you were to walk 12 feet behind this wall right here, you will be in the center of a creek. It doesn't seem like it, but it's true. I will one of these days show you. So we have a lot of water even right around here with a little nature area on either end and the creek running right along our back property. So anyhow, let's get on with the show. And some of these seem kind of stupid, but you will discover over and over again how many times a day you use this stuff. Number 5 on the list is a bucket. You got to put your bucket so you can get it when you need it. So let's say you overfill, you need a bucket quick. You got your bucket here. You want to put this stuff in it, your tools, planting mix. It can be mixed in this bucket. You really can't get by without a bucket. So that's number 5. And put it somewhere you know where it is. Number 4 is a broom, and with it we'll have a dustpan. You're going to slop stuff on the ground here on an hourly almost basis, and you need to clean it up if you want the place to look decent. So anyhow, there's nothing fancy about this. It's just a broom. But remember, it has to go in its place. This actually goes over there, but I have it here for other purposes. Anyhow, number 3 on my list, and I can't overemphasize this one enough, is a garbage can. And you got to have a place for it, and you need it over and over again. As you can see, let's say you sneak out in the morning. You really want a couple of blue snowball hostesses, so you eat them, and what do you do with the wrapper? You got to have a garbage can. You know, you cut your dead leaves, you need a place to put it. This garbage can is made out of steel. That's what you need. If you have flame around it, which I do, candles, kerosene lamps, whatever, you want to make sure it doesn't burn the place down if you throw something hot in there. So that was number 3. Number 2 on the list is a pair of clippers. These are Fiskars, pretty good ones. They don't need to be super heavy, but you know, you come around and you find this stuff that's growing into the wall where you can't have it, or wherever, and all the way back and forth you need these. So you will grab these probably 10 times a day at least. So put them right where you know they are and leave them there until you need them. I want to point out these are sharp, and we have little kids come in here a lot, so we try to make sure we have the cover on them so we also don't run with them usually. So here we are down to number 1 most useful item in the aquaponics setup, and I can't emphasize this enough, and this is it. A table. You gotta have it. You can call it a bench, a workbench, a potting bench, a table, whatever you want. This is the heart of the system. Everything comes to here and goes to somewhere else. No matter what you do, you come in here, you gotta set stuff down. You gotta have a table. So the tip of the day is spring for a stainless steel table. This table looks great, and I have completely abused it. Chemicals and heat and dirt and scratches, and it just takes the beating. I'll be long dead and this table will still be here. So the tip of the day is go ahead and buy a table. They're not all that spendy. I'll see you next week.